Anyway, it's really an honor for me to be standing in front of everyone, especially Filipino entrepreneurs, SMEs, and maybe some of you here are aspiring entrepreneurs, aspiring SMEs. So, just like to start with, of course, sharing to you my quick story, and later on, we'll just give you a little background about our company, Sante International. And most probably, a lot of you haven't heard of that company yet. Most probably after this event, you'll see who we are. All right. To get the ball rolling, just like to share to you that it all started with a vision. It's simply a vision to break limits. Childhood years, I was never born as an entrepreneur. Okay? Came from an ordinary Filipino family with parents encouraging me to study hard so that someday I can find a good job or eventually go outside the Philippines and work. Right? Challenge is my father's an employee. My mom is a housewife. She never graduated in high school. My father died when I was in grade 7, so challenge is we have nothing. All right, my dad leave us with around 50,000 worth of insurance, and that's where we started. But with the help of relatives, friends, my godmother, I was able to graduate in a good school. I was able to graduate in a good school as an engineer. All right, with the mentality that after graduation, I'll find a good job. I'll be better off someday. I have to fulfill the dreams of my parents. Lo and behold, right, even before graduation, I was already hired by a company. I worked for this company for 7 years, an air conditioning company. They're still existing right now. They're still big right now. I worked for this company for 7 years, okay? I'm excited, I've learned a lot, but along the way, I still know that I have another direction. During college times, it's good that I went to a good school, and there's a lot of friends in college who are into businesses. Their parents are business people. The challenge is I don't know how to run my own business because my parents are not business people. But in my mind and in my heart, someday, I would like to run my own show, right? During my years in this company, I think after I stayed for this company, in this company for 7 years. I think after 3 years, my aspiration is set on my own business. I can still remember this. What I did is to buy a fax machine. Do you still know what a fax machine is? Right? Okay. I think a couple of people here knows what a fax machine is. I bought a fax machine because I know that if you want to set up your own business, you need a fax machine. I never use that fax machine. It's just for me being excited to run my own show. I still have that fax machine with me. I'll put that in my museum someday. It's still there, all right? 7 years of working in this company, I got so excited until one time, I'm invited by a friend in a big presentation, big event. Okay. In fact, I don't know that this is an event or a presentation or a business meeting because he invited me for a dinner at the Intercon Hotel. So there's no more Intercon Hotel right now. So all the while, I thought it's just a dinner until I arrive in the venue and it's a business presentation, and I was so frustrated. I felt that I was kidnapped, all right? It's a business presentation. I don't know how many of you here have been invited in business presentations like this. I was frustrated. I never listened to the presentation until afterwards, I heard a story of an ordinary person who never graduated in college, but his life was changed. So it just dawned into me that if you don't understand something, it doesn't mean that walang value and walang worth. After attending the presentation, I decided, okay, let me try this business. Subukan ko lang. Let me try. Nothing to lose because I have nothing during those times. Try ko lang. All right? I did a business for 1 year. I'm still working as an engineer, as an employee. I tried the business until after 1 year, I realized this is something that I would like to do for the rest of my life. After 7 years of working for this company, I decided to resign. Sabi ko sa boss ko, boss, I decided to venture into entrepreneurship. I have to resign because we're about to set up our own company. Let me just give you a quick background of our exciting adventure. We launched our first company in 2001. The name of the company is MIB. It stands for Millionaires in Business. During the time, di ba, famous yung movie na MIB. Remember that? All right? So 15 business partners, business owners. All right? 2001 to 2003. It means after 2 years, the company failed. First attempt to run our own business. After running this show, after 2 years, we have to shift gears. We set up another company. The name of the company is Vision Unlimited. From 15 partners down to 10. So the other 5 decided to look for another venture. 2003 to 2005, 2 years. After 2 years, another challenge, another adventure. I don't want to call it failure because there's no failure in business. There's only stepping stones, adventures, challenges. 2 years. After 2 years, laban pa. We can still do this. We set up another company. The name of the company is League of Business Builders. From 10 partners down to 5. 2 years na naman, 2005 to 2007. From 2001 to 2007, these are the 3 major challenges that we have, but we have a total of 5 companies that failed in the process in a span of 6-7 years. There are a series of failures along the way, but for us, together with my partners, it's not how many times you fall down, but it's how many times you stood up and keep on fighting. Keep on finishing the race. In fact, in the middle of the League of Business Builder business, I remember setting up my vision board. Alala ko yan. Setting up my vision board. 6 years of failure, challenge and adventure. Someday I want to see our company having our own building. It still has a name, right? League of Business Builders, the company. I want to set up a building named the League Tower. I want to see multiple product lines. We're roaming around the world. We have a laboratory. We have successful entrepreneurs in our business. By the way, our main line of business is into direct selling. Other companies want to call it network marketing, multi-level marketing, whatever you want to call it. We'd like to zero in our attention of calling our group a direct selling group. This is my vision board 2006. 2007, we failed another company, the League of Business Builders. And after the League of Business Builder business, from 5 partners down to 3, 2007 is when we set up Sante International. Imagine, the history from 15 partners down to 3. Sante International. We decided to set a different path. Kasi when you talk about networking and direct selling, which I believe most of you are familiar with, it's all about the big checks, the luxury cars, the fame. Familiar ba kayo ron? Have you seen people posting in Facebook money, right? So we decided to venture into a different path. First things first, let's set up the direction of this company. Let's set up our ultimate objective, our ultimate vision. And the vision that we set is simply to be a what? Global provider of premier wellness products and services. How will we do this? Our mission is to help people live better lives. Once and for all, let's try to look for a product that will be competitive not only in the Philippines but all over the globe. While in the process, setting up a business opportunity that can give hope to people. Let's start in the Philippines and let's roam around the world. This is how we started Sante. What product will we market? A blessing is someone approached me and informed me or tell me that why not consider barley grass? We don't know anything about barley grass. When you talk about barley, all the while I thought it's just a main ingredient of beer, barley. We look for suppliers, we look for manufacturers, and we decided we'll go with New Zealand, one of the cleanest countries in the world. And this is day 1 of the Sante Barley brand. These are day 1. This is 16 years ago. All right, we don't have a brand yet during that time. It's just a raw material, a product. And this is the birth of the Sante Barley brand. All right, I hope some of you have heard of the brand. If not, you have to try this brand because this is a proudly Philippine product. All right, we started with the Sante Barley brand 16 years after. Of course, we have series of products already in our pipeline. 90% of our business is still in direct selling. 10% we're already in the retail market. We're already in big drugstores in the Philippines with another brand. And of course, still, at this point in time, the flagship product is still, okay, the Sante Barley brand. Now, A while ago, I've shown you my vision board, last 2006. If I may ask the crowd, who among you believes in the power of vision? Can I see a show of hands? Taas po ng mga kamay. Do we believe in the power of vision? Vision board 2006. Could you imagine, 10 years after setting up the vision board, 16 years after, who is Sante International? We already have our 4-story building in the south of Metro Manila. We have almost 100 branches all over the Philippines right now. We're excited to say that Sante already has offices in 10 countries. In the middle of the pandemic, we launched late last year until early this year, we've launched Sante USA and Sante Indonesia. We are the first ever Filipino company who set up a direct selling company in Indonesia. And we're not only touching lives of Filipinos in the Philippines and all over the world, we're now started to touch lives of Indonesians. And we're building a huge business here. We're so excited because we're just ordinary entrepreneurs 16 years ago. We're nothing, all right? Series of failures. Group of people who just believe that something big will happen. Whenever I wake up in the morning, it's just parang, parang it's still a dream. How come we're already in 10 countries? When we started, we're just buying products from New Zealand. We have a supplier, we're buying products from them. Siguro the blessing happened after a few years when we were given the exclusivity. I asked them, can you give us an exclusivity for barley? Because you know naman, what happened in the market, if you created the brand, people will just copy you. Can you give us an exclusivity? They gave us initially 2 years, and then 10 years exclusivity. But to cut the long story short, and I hope that you'll be proud of us, we are the first ever Filipino company who are able to set up our own manufacturing facility in New Zealand. So right now, we are in partnership with our supplier. So if you have a facility in New Zealand, the world will now be your market. The world is already our prospect because I know that a Filipino company, all right, can be a global player. The world can be a Filipino businessman's playing field. Do you agree with me? Do you believe in that? Is it possible for Filipinos to succeed globally? Yes, we believe. We're bringing some of our distributors in our New Zealand facility. 3 weeks ago, we were there. The pandemic is over. We can travel again. So I brought them again in our facility. And inspiring because whenever you see Filipinos, pag nagsasama kami ng Filipino rito, and they can see the facility, alam mo, I can see them talagang teary-eyed because they didn't expect that it's possible pala to be a global player, to own a manufacturing facility in New Zealand. We have a series of failures, ups and downs, challenges along the way. But as mentioned a while ago, it really doesn't matter. Important thing is you believe that something big and something great will happen to you. In the middle of the pandemic, the fear is what will happen to our employees and distributors. But the good news is we didn't only survive, but we thrive. Our utmost priority is our people. When you talk about our people, our more than 150 employees, several thousands of distributors all over the world, even our suppliers, a lot of our suppliers are relying on us. Without us, they'll also be having challenges. That's our utmost priority. And we believe in one thing. I don't know if you will agree with us, that their success, okay, we're dependent on their success. If not with them, we are nothing. And that's the reason why we've decided we have to take care of our people. Because if we take care of them, they will take care of us. Let me end by sharing to you who is Sante in the next 10 years. And I really hope that along the way, if you see the brand Sante, you'll be proud. Because this company is a 100% Filipino-owned company. In the next 10 years, we will be touching lives and empowering and growing our OFW community. There's a reason and there's a purpose why Filipinos are all over the globe. We just have to look at the brighter side. We have more than 10 OFWs who's building the business with us full-time, and they are now earning dollars because of the business opportunity of Sante. Our vision is to come up or to set up our own manufacturing facility in the Philippines. We would like to further expand our manufacturing facility in New Zealand. Our vision is to develop world-class laboratories not only in the Philippines but also in New Zealand. We would like to be massive in terms of digital transformation because we know that technology is really not the future, but it's already the present. And we're seriously considering, venturing into digital transformation. And of course, we would like Sante to be open in 30 countries in the next 10 years. And of course, last but not the least, we would like to develop world-class distributors and be able to help not only our distributors, but even our employees fulfill their dreams. And when you talk about dreams, I'm talking about big dreams, their aspirations. We believe in them so much, we believe in the strength of Filipinos. The reason why we're already in 10 countries, it's because of the Filipinos in the Philippines bringing the business outside. That's the reason why we're growing. It's not because we're good as a company, it's because we have team of people, Filipinos, who have entrepreneurial mindset, who believe that something big and something great will happen to us. Who we are today, these are the products of the things that we do or did not do 5 years ago. And who we will be 5 years from now will be dependent on the things that we do today. So I really hope that for everybody here in this room, let's do something different, something new today, so that 5 years, 10 years from now, we'll build a better organization, better company, and better future for our country. We are Team Sante. We believe that we are designed to succeed, and we are destined for greatness. And we are a proud Filipino company. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.